Yeah, we'll just drink some beers and let me know. Are you ready to do this? Are we bantering? And then okay, cool. All right, Kirk, so what's up, man? Let's, before you tell us about these beers, why don't you start pouring one and then
Sounds
we'll
good.
dive into it. What are we gonna start with?
Yeah, we have Singularity. That's our blonde ale. That's
nice.
Just an easy drinking beer. I use German noble hops in that. Cool. It's easy drinking, good food beer, but still lots of flavor. The other beer I brought is the, get the right one
nice.
here. Hops Against Humanity.
Very nice.
That's our West Coast style cool. IPA.
I love that name.
Yeah, from California, so West Coast IPA
nice.
is kind of what
you know,
I grew up with in the craft beer
Very
scene.
nice.
So that's still what I really enjoy.
A warm spot.
Really, yeah, exactly.
I like it.
Yep.
Cool.
And then we have our Monsters of the Id, our Baltic Porter,
Very nice.
which is really nice. Lager aged porter that we aged for 12 weeks. So it's
cool.
just silky smooth, flavors of chocolate, marshmallow, graham cracker, almost like a liquid s'mores flavor to it almost. It's just really nice.
Nice. Well, let's have an IPA while we're talking.
Hey, sounds good.
It's time to start drinking a little bit. I'll split that one with you. Take it a little easy before we go join the fellows for the craziness. So what'd you guys bring for the chug today?
I think we're going to do our Singularity. That's kind of just a really easy drinking beer. So
y'all chose to go for 4-point possibilities. Actually, I think we're going to have 5 of us at the table today, so 5-point possibilities. All right, you did what I did. You weren't supposed to do this as a professional.
Party foul.
We'll have to get a grip to throw us a towel in a minute. That's cool. That's awesome. Well, let me try this.
All right.
Yum. That's really good. That's really good, man. So on the last time we sat here with Aaron and we kind of got into the hops of that particular beer that he brought us the Tufts IPA, which is really good. What are so since we're kind of
this is
hop variety?
Yeah, it's 4 different hops. There's Citra, Centennial, Amarillo, and Chinook. So kind of, like I said, it's my West. It's kind of the flavors that I grew up drinking with my craft beer experience. So flavors of pine and citrus, that's what I really like. And kind of that, Citra is just a great,
that Citra one of my favorite right up on top of that. It's right there. Did you dry
pretty much
that?
Yeah, it's pretty much equal amounts of each of the hops, but Citra just kind of pulls that.
Did you dry hop this at all? Or?
I did, absolutely.
Was that the Citra?
I did it with all the hops.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did them all the way through.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. That's awesome. I've never done that before.
Yeah.
So you used all 4 in your bitter flavor, aroma, dries?
Yep.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I don't even have anything to say right now. I'm blown away by that. I've literally just had a dead spot because I couldn't even figure out how to ask for that. That's funny, man. So I've been homebrewing for like 6 years, and I've had a good run in it. I'm making stuff I like. I've never thought of, even program myself to think of mixing hops in each, because everything from the basics of the first book you read is you got your bittering hop here, and this hop here, and this hop here, and they're separated. And I just kind of thought that was the way you utilize those.
No, so I do. It's basically, quarter of each of the hop. There's 4 hops, so 25% of each hop, be kind of equal billing with the hops the whole way through. So
you just blew my nerd mind. I've just never even contemplated the thought of it. That's absolutely okay. I'm trying to figure out where to go from there because I'm kind of.
I mean, I get it. I mean, I've done that where I've done 1 hop for dry hop and 1 hop for aroma or but I don't know. This seems to work for me. So
it's okay. So taking that question and keeping on the little nerd rack for a while. So do you tend to do most of your beers that way? Do you tend to divide your hops through the process?
That's kind of.
Do you really?
Generally, that's how I do it. Yeah.
Fascinated right now, man. That's just. I mean, and who can argue with it? Because not to stroke you, but you have a World Cup award.
I appreciate it.
Which I mean, in the world of brewing and craft brewing, for those who aren't familiar with that, you have these competitions, and everybody's heard of the Great American Beer Festival now because every beer that wins one, of course, advertises that. But then there is a World Cup of beer. There's World Cup soccer and there's World Cup beer, and you have one. And I like your humbleness, but that is about as bad as it
humble.
gets.
Like I'm not one to toot my own horn.
No, that's cool. Like, we need a red light or an on-air sign that says like, oh, it is. Oh, look at that. Well, in that case, Brian, let's get beers going, bud.
Ready?
Yeah, hell yeah, we're ready.
Yes.
I've been ready since 9:30 this morning.
All right. That's a late start.
It was a late start.
Is this the right one, the IPA?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's pull it out.
Is that what we're having? Start down there and
Let's
pour it back
have
this way.
it. We have to open the next one, yeah, because I think me and Kirk already broke into this one. And so you're going to have to definitely open another one.
Doing like full pours?
Fill in. Yeah, let's do a full pour.
What size is that?
About full
32 ounce.
That's 32 ounces?
32.
All right.
That's a good time right there.
These are the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Like the whole growler thing.
Yeah.
Like I thought growlers were awesome, but then you had to carry around your stupid glass mug and try not to get drunk on the way home. And now they throw it in cans and you can drop it.
It's way better. And then
Oh, yeah.
like
Protects the beer.
people
Yeah.
bring their growlers in and they're just like shitting them like the
Yeah.
gnarly like
I can't imagine.
That's biggest reason why we don't do, like I don't.
That's hoppy.
So,
Do we have more or
he's,
I think this is.
Yeah.
You might have a 16.
yeah, they're still a 16.
Yeah.
all right?
You know, drink that one, man. I'll take this one. Yeah, we were drinking. We were taking pictures earlier to make this pretty. And
Top it off.
We good?
there you go.
Somebody's got a bonus.
How about this?
It's this.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
It's this. It's this Hollywood shit. We got all these pretty pictures for the show, and you use all your beer getting pictures. No, I'm just used to going to the bar and drinking, not recording all of it. Still getting on board with this, the technicalities of all of it.
So what are we drinking?
I don't know, but does anybody need a safe word? No?
Pineapple.
Pineapple?
That's a good
Have
go-to.
you ever had a safe word? I never understood safe words because
I always tell my wife it's pineapple.
is there a reason?
I don't know. You never know if you need a reason.
That's just a comfortable
We were
word.
actually in an elevator yesterday at the Magnolia Theater, and we got locked in the elevator.
Oh, nice.
And she started saying pineapple.
Right off.
Our safe word.
Haven't got started
The rest of the world doesn't know that we're talking to the.
Claustrophobic.
She was pushing the button saying pineapple. I was like, it's our word.
I love how when you watch like movies and shows, and that's always just to go to. Like,
Yeah.
what's our safe word? Like right off the bat, I'm going, what's our safe word?
Yeah.
Because if you're like jogging or playing basketball and you accidentally like against your leg, you're out, right? You can't
Right.
even breathe. But if you're having like, yeah, just fucking grab your and twist and put it in, and you're
Right.
still problem drilling. What could you possibly be doing? You need a safe word to stop it. Like, what blunt force objects are you? Exactly.
I think if I'm passing out, I need to tap out or something.
Right.
You're passing out.
That's the only, maybe if your heart flutters too much or the thing goes down your left arm.
The thing.
It's called a stroke. If you're having a stroke, you say pineapple. I don't know.
Pineapple. Oh, am I hurting you? No, it's been a long day.
It's my
What's that
diet.
pill you take if you're having a heart attack or something? What's that called?
Aspirin?
No.
I take aspirin, dude. If I start feeling weird,
Nitroglycerin?
Yeah. Instead of pineapple, we say nitroglycerin.
Oh, but you need it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
okay.
survive.
I got you.
So that's an IPA to answer your question. Sorry, I got off on the safe words, but
Yeah.
it just had a spark of a
That'd be a
weird.
great name for a beer.
Safe
word.
Dude, okay, this is funny.
We're taking that.
Yeah, he was asking actually about how people name beers, and I was like, Chuck has an ongoing phone list
Oh yeah.
of
Yeah.
random words. Like,
The names that we aren't going to be using.
have you used any of them?
No,
Not one.
not yet.
Not even Freddie Mercury on acid.
Well, that one has got
I think that was mine.
Yeah.
It's just.
Oh, you've got several in
I
there.
have no idea what that conversation
Yeah,
was. It's just, beer club and it happened. But
Chicken shit bingo. I mean, there's all kinds of fun.
does he
Oh,
then?
man, that
Chicken
is
shit
good.
bingo? I drink that.
We had a fun conversation last time. We brought up wrestling in beer. We were like, what was that? And I forget what he said. What was it? Sweat and axe or something like that was what Aaron the brewer
Oh,
thought
yeah,
of.
he
It
did.
was like, how do you capture that? He's like, I don't know, forget it. It's like,
Yeah, when he said that, I got, yeah.
it's like-
You were like pineapple.
And then we're gonna we'll brew it, and
awesome.
then we'll release it,
awesome.
and then have the film
Yeah.
show.
It's awesome. They're cool dudes. I'm telling you. Fucking rad. Man, thanks for showing up. I really do appreciate it, dude. Josh Jordan, in case anybody doesn't know, and you got your new movie out that you sweated balls over and crowdfunded and worked your ass off for a
Yeah,
couple
we just won the
years.
Dallas International Film Festival.
and
Best narrative feature.
and that And
That's Dallas, Texas for you.
I mean, look, man, I know it's just Dallas, Texas, but we're building. We're international film recognized, right? Like,
This is my first
I remember when it was Deep Ellum Film Festival,
I know,
and now
man.
it's Dallas International Film Festival.
And then we go from here.
Dude. So what is the story of that? Like, what happens? Do you submit now? Like, you won, so that's got to help the next
we
one.
have like 40 film festivals that we've submitted to, so look out, France.
If you get to Sundance, can you get me there for $20?
Yes, of course.
For real?
Yeah, just buy my beer.
I'm gonna replay this later. You know that, right? Yeah. Don't edit that, Clark. So this movie, like, obviously, I've been talking to you about it for a while.
Right.
What you doing? This blowing my mind. So that world won't.
It's This World Won't Break. And I've known you for almost 20 years, 15 years.
You didn't even before Kelly.
Yeah, and the film's about the struggling artist. Like, there's always the movie about the guy who like makes it. There's always the film about the guy who like falls from stardom.
It's a 0.5% of the world that
exactly. And then so we made a film about a guy who like he doesn't make it.
Yeah.
So then what?
Yeah, absolutely.
So what do you do?
Yeah.
And you have like you have a wife and you have kids.
That's the real
What do you
reality.
do?
That's the real reality.
And that's the film we made.
You know it's okay, right? We don't always have to have everything figured out. We don't always have to carry that around. Past. Sometimes people make their own choices and we just gotta move on.
She's gonna be a lot farther along than I am right now.
Who cares if no one knows who you are right now? Because in 50 years, when we're all long gone, people are gonna be telling their grandkids about West Milligan.
There was another cool part of the movie in finding out, and this is sort of a backstory part that you only find out if you're at the premiere or you watch our social media, that Julian, 17 years old, basically edited this film.
He edited the entire film, my
Because
17-year-old.
I can only imagine you had a 7-hour movie before you
I
started.
did. It was 5.5 hours. And he cut it down to 2 hours and 20 minutes. He was like, Dad, you have to let it go.
Yeah.
To have your own son tell you to let it go, there's how many times in my life I've told him, dude, just let it go. That's what's beautiful about
Dude,
being
I
a family.
remember guitar players going, that fucking fourth verse is just ridiculous.
But just being like family,
Yeah.
and like we've talked about it, like we're honest.
Mm-hmm.
And I've told him to let things go. He's told my wife to let things go. And we've told Sonny to let things go. And for him to like, gotta let it go, man.
That's cool.
It's fine.
It's great.
And we have something that people can see. The whole film, for me, as I said, I want some German or French kid to watch this film 50 or 30 years from now and understand what Dallas, Texas is about.
Wonderful.
Because that's what we
you
did.
hit it, dude. You hit it. I mean, the number of locations you picked.
Seeing you play years ago.
Yeah.
And like y'all's struggle. And
Yeah, man.
y'all's playing.
Yeah.
I was always like, these guys are going to be huge.
Yeah.
And you were huge to me.
Yeah.
And so the film is to the artist.
Yeah. Man, and that was actually another part of the cool part of the film. But it's
right.
more the fact that you were an actor first.
Yeah.
And you were in that same boat.
The story's about me.
And through music.
The story's about me.
I love that.
I just used Greg as a vessel.
And I loved it. Yeah. That was
I can film him better.
And by the way, if I may applaud you and say my coolest thing that I ever found out about you after I knew you was for some random fucking reason. I can't imagine. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I promise I wasn't stalking and searching you. There's somehow I ended up on your IDB page.
Oh, yeah.
IMDb, whatever the fuck that is. IMDb.
Shout out to them.
And I saw Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
Yeah.
And you were the fucking jukebox.
Yeah.
Dude, I think I even sent you a text. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? It's just 10 years after you've done it. And I was like,
Scrubs as well.
Yeah, but that's awesome. And that was a cool show. But Hedwig was fucking rad.
And now I actually find my point as being a director.
Yeah.
Because I thought being an actor, I was trying to tell a story.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Because you go to auditions and you get turned down. And I realized, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'll just write it.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Man,
That's
thanks
awesome.
for having
That's
me.
awesome. But again, Not to diminish.
Yeah.
You were the fucking jukebox on Hedwig, dude.
I know.
No, that's what I'm like. I love that. So this is an IPA. Chug, tell us about the IPA.
IPA, it's a dry hop West Coast IPA. Kirk is pretty famous for those, and 4 different hops going on, and eminently drinkable.
Yep.
It's nice and clear. It's got a beautiful color.
Yeah, clear and
You know,
I like that you can see through it.
yes. Actually, this is unfiltered. We don't filter anything.
Yeah, we
here.
use findings to get.
it's got a finding.
Dude, that's
to
crazy
clarify,
clear
yeah.
too. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
That is
But,
amazing.
The approach has been more like we're going after the brutes.
Yep.
So
I'm all about flavor.
That's like when we're doing kind of experimenting with the brewed IPAs. That's kind of what we're doing. Those aren't super hoppy, but
So Brian's our big test point on IPAs because full disclosure, can't
This
stand
is
them.
better than the last one I had.
Is it really?
Yeah.
And you like the last one? Look, you're building a little bit.
No, it's cool.
No?
This is refreshing. I'm trying.
It's a fight for him to
This is
get
like
through.
mow your lawn
Yeah,
IPA.
It is totally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I only in the last couple of years have been able to drink them. I could not touch them forever. I was
Really?
just like, no, I know, man. I was like, I needed the big bitter thing. It wasn't my gig. I know, as
Right.
long as you've known me for 15 years
I
now, I've
know.
been this beer guy, but I couldn't do IPAs till about 3 years ago. So Kush just had. Do you still? It's Kush.
It's Kush.
I'm gonna be
Josh
like
Jordan.
I'm gonna be like,
Josh David Jordan.
what is
Kush.
your? So yeah.
If
so,
you know me, it's Kush.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
then
Yeah,
Kush.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
Kush on this show,
Yeah,
then.
of course.
So on this, so he's got this awesome new movie out, guys. But we actually, I pulled the kid out of school early, and we went and saw
That
it.
was amazing
And,
you
yeah.
did
Oh,
that.
dude, that was a good reason to get out of school. Like
Of course.
support your
Yeah,
friends.
Same.
art.
I brought my kids too.
Yeah. Well, you should. They're in the damn thing.
Oh yeah. And he edited the whole movie.
They're in the credits.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he had this. Well, I love my favorite question at the end of the Q&A was like, some dude goes, "So how much drinking did y'all actually do?" Because through the whole thing, they're just like drinking beer and whiskey.
Yeah.
And he looks up like it was a weird question. He's like, "All of it."
I think it was so stressful, and it's only for a short period of time. Like anything in life, like if you're building something, it's for a short period, right? It's not a lifelong thing. So, like, I mean, we woke up drinking tequila and whiskey and beer for 23 days.
It's a good combo.
It's good fuel.
And it shows in the film. I think you feel it.
Oh, good job. That's awesome. And then y'all had this super lucky thing that most of it is a Lone Star and whiskey in there, and you actually were like, they supplied it.
They supplied us.
There's no better beer than a free beer.
Yeah, it was a Cooper rye whiskey in Dripping Springs, Austin, Texas, and then Lone Star, and then Topo Chico, and then Stetson.
God, it's
And they just
awesome.
kept providing hats, beer,
Yeah.
yes, cologne.
Stetson
No cologne.
Oh,
It was,
Same
it was the
Stetson,
heat
huh?
of the summer, man. That would have been
Do they
weird.
even make clones?
They do make colognes.
Sorry.
So go out and buy your Stetson cologne.
we used to get that. Remember, we got that for Christmas every year.
Yeah.
Our
That's
grandparents
good
got
stocking
it.
stuff.
Yeah, we
The
got
original
Stetson.
Stetson.
And then you get like the multi-packs
Yeah, the
with like the
opening.
aftershave when we were 12. But it had,
Yes.
those are great gifts.
I was
Those
more of
are-
a high karate man.
Nice.
Mark Ruffalo was in GQ and he said he used Old Spice aftershave. So I tried it. Thanks, Mark Ruffalo.
Nice.
You're probably watching this.
That's awesome. I hope he is. That's fun. Hey, I dig Mark Ruffalo.
I do
Mark
too.
Ruffalo. Cheers to Mark
Cheers to Mark
Ruffalo.
Ruffalo.
To Mark Ruffalo. I know Mark Ruffalo. I'd like to have a beer with Mark Ruffalo. So I know that I know Barrows is your thing.
Yeah.
And so people who aren't even into like, super submerged in the craft
Yeah.
beer are now seeing barrel beers everywhere.
Yeah.
And I've played with those a little bit and they're fun. So
Yeah.
that was what your cup was for, right? It was a barrel beer.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
So what? Whenever you, from your kind of philosophy on it, just understanding it. So obviously it's bourbon barrels and whiskey barrels and wine barrels
Yeah.
that have been, drained and they
Yeah,
still have the
yeah,
essence of it. You
yeah.
put a beer in there. So do you have to really sort of adjust your beer to go to that barrel, or do you kind of take the barrel you have you're enjoying and throw it in there?
I mean,
and see what's up?
it's kind of, you have to kind of approach it as, what spirit and what was in there, and then kind of feel like, what beer would kind of meld well with those flavors, and so that's kind of how I approach
Okay.
it. Yeah.
So it's just taking it as sort of its own thing.
Yeah,
entity.
yeah.
What was your first beer, Kirk?
My first beer,
Early beer, like
Early-
first beer.
first beer was probably a Coors that I snuck from my dad.
From your dad.
My dad
Awesome.
was a Coors man. So,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yours?
Probably PBR.
PBR.
Still
Nice.
drink it to this day.
I know mine was a Heineken. I used to go to this Chinese restaurant in Garland, and she would always say, "You're 21, right?" And I said, "Yeah." And I would drink it and be like, "This is horrible," but it was beer, and I didn't have a palate yet.
Yeah.
I just knew that was the cool thing to do. So
To be
yeah.
fair, I still drink Heineken and say
Dude.
it's terrible.
So here's the deal. I always thought Heineken was a little bit skunky in the bottle.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then my friend Shad got a keg, and I drank Heineken with salt on the rim from a keg, and it's effing delicious.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the magic.
Yeah.
Heineken in a can is way better.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
I've never done it.
That's the thing about beer is like
Like you said
I feel like
earlier,
it's so nostalgic.
if it's there,
Like
I'm drinking it.
when I go to Memphis, I drink Yingling. You know?
Yeah,
sure.
I was in New York and I was trying to find Yingling, and everyone had Tecate and Shiner in Brooklyn. I was
Really?
like, what the fuck, man? I live in Dallas, Texas. That's all there is in Dallas, Texas. I searched for Yingling.
That's awesome.
And we found it in a bar in Soho. And so I went to that bar. It's called Mother's Ruin. So if you're in New York and looking for a Yingling, you can go to Mother's
You
Ruin.
can find it there.
You can find it there.
Shout out to Yingling.
Yingling.
Yeah.
More shout outs, more cheers. More reasons to drink it. Yeah, and there's that weird thing you get as a parent, and that's really cool that you're on the same bit. So, and then you had this weird
My
thing
thing
where,
was like, don't do what I do.
right? But do what I'm doing now.
But then they grow up and they're in my shit, so
Yeah.
it's weird.
Well, your kid, because your kid's what, 17?
Yeah,
your
17
oldest?
and 15.
Curious, how much of Sonny's a little older though than 10,
Yeah,
but
yeah, he's
15, right?
now. Yeah,
But how much of was getting out of his way happened? Or did he need a lot of direction? This is something I don't know about, and I wonder.
I threw him to the wolves. It's
fucking beautiful.
Do you want to be a part of this? He said, yeah. I said, well, here's the deal.
That's beautiful, dude.
Like, I'm not your dad, I'm a director.
Yeah.
And I heard him, because, had the headphones on, I heard he goes, come on, Sonny, get it together. And he was like talking to himself, and I was like, and he actually says something in the film. He says, I'm Sonny Valentine. And he didn't even say his own name right. Instead of Sonny Valentine,
Yeah.
he said Sonny Valentine.
Awesome.
But I was like, oh, that's so beautiful.
Leave it there.
Just
Yeah,
leave
just
it.
leave it. Leave
'Cause
it.
he was so vulnerable.
It's so great.
And I was like, I don't want the vulnerability to go away.
No.
I want
It's
the
wonderful.
actual truth to come out. It's
wonderful.
And he did it. I mean, he killed it.
He went to the country mart. Said he had a hankering for sardines.
Sardines, huh? You must be Sonny.
Yes, sir. Sonny Valentine.
Well, Sonny Valentine, is that thing loaded?
Yes, sir. Just put in a whole new batch of BBs.
You mind? Hadn't shot one of those in ages.
No, sir, I don't mind, but we'll need to find some cans for targets.
I can fix that real quick. Abracadabra.
And when he's singing that last song
Yeah.
in the film,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the okay. All right. Hang on. Because this is funny. Because
Yeah.
I haven't even. The funny part is we've had up-teen conversations about
Yeah.
this film in our house because this is what we do when we see movies.
Of
We're
course.
movie nerds. We haven't even talked about the last part of this
Yeah.
film. Like I assume some point in our conversation is we're
Yeah.
going to get to that last part.
Right.
Dude, your decision to make every player
Yeah.
in the film sing part of the song.
Yeah. It's a musical.
It's a musical,
Yeah.
and that really actually that brought it. Here's what's funny through the whole thing. I'm like, oh, he's letting the whole songs play, and to me, it was very. I talked about this earlier, but I think the whole part to me became that was the currency of it. Like,
Right.
Wes is only current. Wes is
Right.
the character. His only currency was his song. He couldn't talk.
Right.
He couldn't have that social interaction.
Right.
He had songs, and we all know that person in art.
Of course.
But at the end, when everybody sang his song after stuff, I don't want to give a
Yeah.
little spoiler.
Yeah.
But that was the point where in that movie I went, this is a musical.
It's a musical.
And what's funny is I heard the whole songs throughout the thing. I never thought about it. You and I had a cheat beer earlier, and I'm super interested in what they
Yeah,
think
Crazy
about
Cowboy.
it. We have 24 ounces left. So let's drop these things down. Chuck, Kirk,
yeah.
Brian, let's just spill
do it.
these in our Chug style and we'll get some more beer going. Chug skill. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, do the crazy cowboy, hold it right at me and leave it up there. Hold it, leave it up there.
It's his first time, guys.
Crazy cowboy.
Good Lord. Here, hang on. I got so much foam burping up, eh? Oh my God. I can't talk. All right. Shit, I had a little too much left of that. Chug.
Never thought I
I
was
just need a
sharing
campfire.
Imperial about the border.
Yeah, I just need a campfire and a
S'mores.
I think it's
Tent.
back there.
We're at
A one-person
keep going.
tent.
Yeah, one person tent. Yeah.
I'm a cigar guy. This is like a great go-to cigar beer.
Oh, this really is.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my gosh, I didn't think about that.
So Brian and I had some fun earlier. We challenged each other to
just
buy
do a little sip.
the cheapest beer we could find. This is
How cheap is this?
24 ounces for 99 cents.
99 cents.
Yeah, it's a bargain.
This is straight up panhandling beer, dude.
We got this out of the bargain barn.
I'm pretty sure this is.
Jonathan
That's
gets some
plenty.
of this.
I'm pretty. John, you grab your glass, man. Let's give the crew. Let's give
suffer
everybody a little swig of Crazy Cowboy. Because
You are excited? You seem excited.
I'm pretty sure this is panhandling beer. I'm pretty sure this is like work your ass off for 65
that's
cents
clear.
and then panic toward the end because you can't get.
This is
24
cardboard
ounces of
sign
it.
beer.
This is cardboard. This is. I put in my resume and nobody's calling. Help me get a beer.
Where's the game? What?
So what do you guys think about this before we jump in?
You see?
I think it smells like plastic personally.
That's bad. Oh, I mean, it's a chugger. It is a chugger. I mean, you can chug this.
So we chugged the whole glass earlier, and every time I burped, I had full head of foam coming up for a while.
I mean, I've never been to Uranus, the planet, but I feel like this is what they serve on Uranus.
Yeah. The rings of Uranus.
Oh my God.
If it's 102 outside, I think it's over a stout.
I'd
I
mow
agree with you. No, I agree.
I may or
I'll take
may
a stout. I'm not
may or
trying
may
to be a
not,
bitch, but I'll take
mow
a
the
stout.
lawn with the helmet that has the
Crazy cowboy.
the crazy cowboy tubes.
Two of these right here.
Yeah, I'll do
This
that.
would pair nicely with a meat helmet.
A Lady Gaga meat
This has
dress.
got to be like
God.
70%
Just
corn,
corn,
like
right?
30%. It's all I get is like.
Yeah.
I've
I
never
call
tasted
corn
a beer
too.
that tastes like nothing.
So I guess the Bud Light commercial.
Welcome to Crazy Cowboy.
So that's a funny thing with this Bud
Coming
Light
out of shoe
commercial.
number 2, we got Crazy Cowboy.
The Brahma. I do like the can. I will say
It is a cool.
the can
great
with the
can.
paisley
Yeah.
bandana.
That's a
Like,
great prize.
The can's cool as
It's a
shit.
great
yeah.
prize.
That's a bandana pattern.
It's a bandana. Yeah, the paisley. Yeah, I'm down with the
They're
bandana.
y'all,
That can's
man.
cool. You got a cool picture frame in your bar with your medals from GABF, and you've got your World Cup. Are those beers that you made that you got those awards for? Are those your favorite beers you brewed, or your favorite styles?
Not
Or-
necessarily.
That was my curiosity.
I mean, I don't know. To me, like the white whale is to get a medal in IPA category, which I haven't yet. Which is, you know,
because there's 9,000
I know
entries.
there's a lot, and you know, I'm not going to make excuses,
Sure.
but you know, those are usually the biggest categories. It all
God.
depends on when they taste the beer.
Yeah.
But that's. When I got the gold medal, that was like because I had gotten several silvers and bronzes, and to get the gold medal was like when I finally got that. And now, like, it's some IPA category. That's kind of like the next one that I want to get a medal
Awesome.
in.
Where were you when you got that? Because I know that you just kind of came to Dallas in the last couple of years. But
Yeah, the World Beer Cup I was in Newport Beach. 'Cause
Okay.
I brewed there, Newport Beach Brewing Company.
Nice.
That I was there for basically 12 years.
Oh,
that
cool.
was kind of where I kind of grew up from a home brewer to a professional brewer.
Awesome.
And I had a corporate job that I could not stand.
Sure.
And I decided
Nice.
I decided I wanted to be a professional brewer, and
Nice.
for about a year, 1 or 2 days a week, I would work for free, kind of just
Absolutely.
help him do whatever.
Absolutely.
And he kind of brought me through the process, and he ended up leaving to start another brewery. And they took a chance on me, and I'm like,
awesome.
I'll just pay. I didn't get a lot of pay at the beginning, but about the first 6 months, I kind of was just like, these are the recipes. I'm sticking. I just want to do these well.
Do what you have.
I was kind of like, I just need to try to make that transition, and then after I got more comfortable with everything, then I would start to experiment and kind of go out, and do new recipes and that kind of thing.
That's really cool, man.
Yeah.
Last time we did this, Aaron was here, and sudden resurgence of PBR and all these little things. This company these guys got this brilliant marketing plan. We'll buy all these state beers, Stroh's, Lone Star, PBR.
Right.
And they were all they were doing was trying to capitalize on the whole retro thing.
Yeah. Right.
So they bought all these breweries that are going to bonk to that business anyway. They bought them for nothing. Bought the recipes, started contracting them out to Miller or whoever was around that could do it, and then they made all their money on merchandise. That's why all of a sudden, all you saw was PBR t-shirts and turkey hats.
Yep.
And then they started selling a bunch of beer after that. But their real thing was merchandising off all these state beers that were going to punk, and it was all about the retro market.
Jeez.
How brilliant is that?
It's brilliant.
I hate people like that. The best idea I can come up with some fucking internet show, but you guys got to think
And we thank you.
So we have a little ongoing game throughout this series. Where we're going to take our entertainment guest and our beer guest, and we're going to compete them against each other in beer trivia. And the score will be ongoing.
Okay.
So theoretically, these guys.
So
will
I can't lose if someone else wins next time.
Well, true.
Okay.
So
Come on,
theoretically,
John
that was your call, John. You got to come, and you have to drink craft beers.
Yes.
So even if you get fucked up, it's better for the show. You will have more jokes readily available.
Yes.
So we take this game. Theoretically, beer trivia would be slanted to these guys.
Of course.
Trust me, out the window. Out the window. All right, sorry, man. I'm not trying to make your job harder. I promise, Clark. I'm not trying to make your editing harder. All right, here we go. You ready?
All right.
So this game we have here, we got entertainment guys, we got beer guys. So this is you, and you guys are one team. So we kind of put two of you.
Yeah.
Good, so that's you.
All right. Awesome.
Here's your choices. Your choices beers are going to be Stroh's Bohemian, Lone Star, Coors, Old Town, Mickey's, Fun Times, and High Life. All right?
All right.
So I'm going to show you guys a picture from a film.
Okay.
We are putting in the film thing. These guys show movies in a brewery. You make movies.
Yeah.
Keep it. You like this? See what I did there?
This is 50-50 here.
So I'm going to show you.
I watch a lot of movies and you guys drink a lot of beer, so.
It works, yeah.
All right.
So I'm going to show you pictures from people drinking beer in movies, and you write down what you think it is. We'll see at the end who got what.
All right. It's number one.
And you guys are playing for your industries.
Cool.
Entertainment versus beer. This is an ongoing score system we have here. First one up. We've got SLC Punk. I had to put an indie film in there. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Matthew Hillard.
Yep.
Michael Goriner in it. It's a great movie. Salt Lake City Punk is what it stands for.
Okay.
They have a case of beer there. What do you think it is?
All right.
So theoretically, beer trivia goes to beer guys, but not necessarily. Out of those 6 choices, man, there is serious contemplation going on.
There is.
I don't know. I see the old style back there.
Is there old style back there?
Yeah.
Okay, full disclosure, I never saw that sign. I swear to God, I never saw that sign. I really did. I had no idea that sign was there.
That's all I
had no idea that sign was there.
You didn't give us the right answer here.
That is the most random thing I've ever seen that I came up with I had no idea, dude. No.
I have not seen the movie.
Matter of fact, I wrote down Old Town, and I think I meant Old Style, and I never even saw the
I
Old
was wondering
Style.
what Old Town was.
I've never. Yeah,
I thought that was
Old Town.
Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, Old Town was supposed to be Old Style, and I had no idea it was in this picture.
Okay. So
That
that's not the
is
answer.
karma or something. I don't really know what you call that.
This is weird. All right.
That's beer. So your guesses were? You went with
We
Mickey's?
said Mickey's
And
as
we
well.
said Mickey.
Man, we have literally got 1 and 1 from Mickey's.
Yeah.
All right, we got a tie rolling. This shit's
We
getting heated
didn't
now.
lose. That's all that matters.
Yep.
How about shoot number 2? We got a horse race, guys.
We do. Come on,
Next.
John Pettigo.
Morgan Freeman, the best voice in movies.
Ooh, look at that bottle.
This is from
Okay.
Shawshank Redemption.
That bottle.
And they are drinking, I'm assuming, some old beers. So out of your choices, what did we come up with? We're going to put you on the clock here. Push this down.
It's not Coors. It's definitely not Coors.
Count down. 5,
I'm
4,
gonna go with Stroh's.
3,
What do you think?
2, 1.
Oh,
What we got?
Right. We say Stroh's.
Stroh's Bohemian. Stroh's Bohemian.
Oh.
Man, we are 2 and 2 for this, guys, because this would be Stroh's.
Movies and beer, man.
I'm all excited right now, you know?
Great.
This is great.
This is amazing.
All right, so now we get Sylvester Stallone.
All right.
Badass of badasses. The movie is Cobra. I have no idea where it's placed in.
Dude, I love Cobra, dude.
Fast cars, backwards cars, but he chose to burst in 180.
Yeah, a match is a toothpick. Yeah.
All right, so what's he drinking in the shadows? Sylvester Stallone as Cobra. You got Stro when he was out. We got Lone Star, Coors, Old Town, or High Life. Oh, what are we going with?
I think High Life.
Here we go. 5,
High Life
4,
or Coors? It's
3,
from High Life.
2,
High Life.
1. High Life. High Life. Old Town. Neither one of you got it. It is Coors. We got a tie. I think we're still rolling. We had a tie from last time. So that's 2 and 2 and 1 from last time. Man, the industries are 3 and 3 right now. 2 episodes, we're 3 and 3. That's a good time. I like the game. I'm a game guy. I think games are fun.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. That was super cool. Wow. Man, I thought I could throw y'all off a little bit. I can't believe I put down Old Style and it was in the fucking picture. I literally had no idea it was in the fucking picture.
Hilarious.
But if I'm not mistaken, and it's been a long time since I've seen that movie, but there's a point where they're like in this abandoned house and they're doing this whole thing and they're all drinking beers, and I'm pretty sure they've got Lone Star all over that place.
Oh.
It's a Salt Lake City movie, but I'm pretty sure they've got Lone Star all over that movie.
Yeah, Urban Cowboy had Lone Star.
Yeah.
And so that's why I contacted Lone Star.
Nice.
And I was like, can we have your beer in our film?
Scott Conn did too. You remember Scott Conn's indie Dallas population 1150 08 or whatever the hell that thing was
Tender
called?
Mercies. He drinks beer. He wakes up in the very beginning of the film. There's Lone Star everywhere, and he walks to hatch you.
That was Scott Conn?
No, it was that was Robert Duvall.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say that's way older than the movie I'm thinking
And
of.
then his manager leaves him.
Oh, cool.
He never drinks again in the film.
Yeah, Scott Conn did a movie that he wrote and produced.
Okay.
Small movie. It's a cool movie. I think it's called Texas Population whatever.
Really?
Yeah, it's a really cool, or Dallas, something like that. Yeah, I don't know how he made it here for that, but they drink Lone Star all through it. And of course, Happy Texas is Lone Star. Lone Star's made in a bunch of them.
Yeah.
But Salt Lake City Punk, I'm pretty sure, and if people watch this, I'm sure the comments will go crazy, call me a complete drunk dumbass, but I'm pretty sure they're in the abandoned apartment at one point and they're all drinking Lone Star, which the first time I saw it, because I only think that because when I saw it, I think, remember, because, I'm the nerd of Lone Star belt buckle. All right, man, let's do another beat.